So when and how should we build multi-channel web apps? That's kind of the question I like to answer for you here today. We're presuming a lot when we talk about multi-channel web. We're presuming that new browsers are going to be our main target for, first of all, HTML5 and CSS3 and lots of JavaScript are probably going to be used. And let's define this before we get too far. When I'm talking about multi-channel web apps, I'm really talking about apps that work on many devices. And I'd like to kick this off by asking you if you're doing this. Are you building multi-channel web apps today in your organizations? And if you happen to be on the mobile version of this presentation, you can vote by pressing these buttons on your own device, and we'll see kind of how you're answering in real time here. Okay, so most of you are saying yes. Some of you are saying no, you haven't quite made the leap yet. That's totally fine, because what better time to start than after the presentation on this subject? However, there is a correct answer to this question, and it's yes. And I apologize, but this was a bit of a trick question. Here's the thing. If you have a website today and people are accessing it with their mobile devices, you've got a multi-channel web app. And I bet most of you have websites today. So the real question we want to the real question we'd like to talk about is, what kinds of apps are you building today? And how do you create them with a better user experience? I'll tell you right at the start, it's harder to build a great user experience through your applications when you're doing it for many different devices and form factors. It's much easier to accomplish if you're targeting specific form factors. You probably know that already, but that's another disclaimer to get out of the way. So what are some of the kinds of apps we might have in our organizations?